The other day I went to Hook and Reel, which is a seafood spot in Maryland, and I had a very interesting encounter with someone that I appreciated because there was a car circling the roundabout in front of us while we were standing in line, 6 feet apart, obviously, and the car's muffler was dragging on the ground, smoke was coming out of the back, and you couldn't really see inside to see what was going on. It looked like it was just a lot going on with that situation, and I stopped and I prayed for those people to get where they needed to go safely because the car genuinely looked unstable. And the guy behind me, we caught eyes, and he said, look, I would never talk badly about anybody in that situation because I remember when I was there. And I appreciated that so much. And I talked for a little bit because we tend to forget where we come from. We tend to celebrate negativity too easily in our society. And I pray that we get further and further away from that. Look, I know that when we're younger, we tend to laugh at things like, a person tripping up and busting their head on the floor, or we laugh at people with food in their teeth, little innocent things like that. But when you look at somebody else's human condition and you say things like, oh, they shouldn't even be on the road, you don't know what their financial situation is. You could be in the same situation. And the fact that you're lacking empathy for that person and you believe that you're above that person because you've been blessed enough to be around the people, the places, and things that don't have you in that situation is a level of arrogance that I would never want to surround myself with. And I mean that very seriously. And when I talk to people who celebrate negativity of other people, I distance myself from them, especially those who I've grown very close to, and then they would reveal those things to me. I distance myself from them because I don't want that type of energy to leap onto me. I don't want to share that energy with anybody in my life. And so I would just implore everyone to come from a place of compassion when you see other people in challenging situations. Even when you see people on the street begging, you don't know what their situation is, but yet you'll sit there and you'll judge them and say they don't need to be on the street. Everybody has negative thoughts. We can't control our thoughts all of the time. But those that don't actively work towards pushing their thoughts towards positivity need to stay far, 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 far away from me because it's not healthy. It's not healthy. And energy can be contagious. Energy can be very contagious. You ever been around somebody who's very bubbly, sanguine? They have a lot of positivity around them. People will gravitate towards that. Same thing when you have somebody that's very negative in your space. They can egg you on to a place where you aren't even trying to go. So I protect my energy very, very, very fiercely. And the other side to the situation, which was very interesting, and I thought about this, is that we celebrate materialistic things too much, in my opinion. That person, for all we know, could have gone home to a mansion and they just didn't put any stock or value into cars because they put more stock and value into where they live and the wealth that they're building for their family, the legacy that they're leaving for their family. They could care less about a car. Bill Gates apparently had the same basic car for the longest time. American-made car. Wasn't anything flashy. And he's richer than most. But we place value in the physical manifestation of things versus how a person is operating internally, how a person is operating with other people, whether a person is living a happy and fulfilled life. That should be the new measure. But see, we can't see that. I need to be able to see that you're doing well. I need to be able to see that you have abundance. But guess what? A lot of people who have physical abundance have nothing internally. Nothing. So be careful where you place your value. Be careful where you place your energy. And always have empathy for other people. And we'll be all right. Y'all have a good morning. Peace.